Hello, Leo. Elif here, psychic medium, spiritual life coach, and I'm bringing you your message for the month of April. So, I channel most of my messages, and I just want to make you aware of that. I've already blessed, I've already set the intention and shuffled. I have your cards before me so that I can give more of my time, my video time, to actually bringing your message to you. I'm no tools medium, so a lot of what I'm doing whilst I'm bringing your messages, I'm not only reading cards, I am bringing you direct messages as they come to me as well. So pay attention to everything that I say. There is a message in everything that I'm saying. Okay. Please, if you enjoy the video and it you feel that it resonates with you, please comment below. Let me know how you experience this message and how it fits for you. But also do like and subscribe. I am new and I'm still growing my channel, so I would appreciate it. Um, let's get right into it. Okay, Leo, you are. Spirit is saying that you have been trying to find quiet time. You have been trying to create the space to go within, where you are always you tend to be fiery, always busy creating something, always busy pouring your energy into something, always knowing what you want, always knowing where you want to go with things, always knowing how you want things to look and how much energy you are willing to put into that. You have, of late, you've been relying on a more reserved approach to things, or trying to rely on a more reserved approach to things. Why is it? What's inspired you to do this of late? You've been trying to come to a decision and an understanding about your perspective of how things are supposed to look. For many of you, you are in a relationship. You've been in a relationship for a long time. And for some of you, you've been trying to establish a commitment, but you've had disappointment. You've not been able to find what you are looking for. For those of you who have been in relationship, learned from it, but find yourself single because you haven't, as I say, you haven't discovered what it is that you are looking for, it is clear to me here that you've had the problem of being with people whose attention is divided. They're either already in other relationship and you didn't know and you found out, or you were the rebound and their energy was still very divided. Strong outside interference coming through for me here. For those of you who are in a relationship, you or your person have seen outside of your relationship what you've been looking for. And this has made you really wonder. Wonder about what you've always believed you've known. Wonder about whether you've made the right decisions, if you're in the right place. But it's clear to me there's been great dissatisfaction in the area of love. Great dissatisfaction in the area of love. And you've had offers, either new offers been made to you in love, and now you're starting to wonder and question whether or not the relationship you are in is actually the one you want. And for those of you who are single, like I said, there's a large group of you who are single. Your last encounter in a relationship made you wonder whether or not what you are looking for is actually what you want. So you've not found satisfaction. Either way, whether you're with someone or not, you've not found satisfaction. You've not found that one person that you know, this is the person I want to be with. And you don't know why, because you've been ready to build your empire for a long time. You feel you've shown up in all the concise and clear ways, but what Spirit is telling me is unconsciously, whether you're aware of this or not, your energy has been divided in terms of what it is you want, between what you believe is possible and what you really desire. Because your energy has been split, you've not been able to manifest your person into your life. You've gotten close. Remember now, this is a general message. You have to allow yourself to center, connect with your source, and tap into your intuition so that you can clearly know which parts of the message is for you and which are not. What fits and what does not. There's been many sleepless nights here for you. And that's what's actually caused this decision to become a little bit more reserved and to go quiet, and instead of just being quick to move, to really establish what it is you want, what is right for you and what is not. Are you supposed to be where you are? Must you stay in this relationship or not? How do you move from the energy, for those of you who are in a relationship? That's the question. Why am I here? And what is it that, is this actually what I want? And why have I been here for so long? And for those of you who have left that relationship where you asked yourself, how did I even find myself in this situation? You are wanting to establish, how did I get here? What is it that I'm missing? What is it that I'm missing? You need to stop trying to make things work that you want, that you know do not work. That is what Spirit is saying. You know it is not for you. You know it is not right. You see the red flags. You feel within yourself. Your intuition tells you, and you still work at it. You still keep pouring into it because you can. And just because you've got all those reserved energies doesn't mean you must just be pouring them everywhere and putting them everywhere. You've entered a dark night of the soul. Some of you stayed in this relationship that you were not happy with, and then suddenly met the most amazing person, and everything you could ever have imagined or dreamed of. But you were where you didn't want to be, and you were looking at where you'd like to be, and you didn't know what the hell to do. And that put you into the dark night of the soul. Anxiety, sleepless nights, conflict, inner conflict, turmoil, knowing that you should have done things differently. For those of you who walked away from something that didn't serve you, you wondered how you feel like you've wasted so much time. But you see, that's not how it works. You don't waste time. We're constantly learning what it is that we want and what it is that we don't want, and how we might be responsible for that, and how we could look at things differently. Yeah, there's a strong, strong energy of being divided in terms of energy investment in places that are contradictory. See, you can divide your energy into different areas. Okay, that is normal. That happens. But when you are pouring energy into opposing areas, areas that oppose one another, the one space is supposed to move you in one direction, and then the opposing energy moves you in the opposite direction. So you will find yourself being torn. That is just how it works. You need to always be clear on what is the direction that I initially set out on here. What was my purpose? Was it for me to be happy? Was it for me to feel fulfilled? Was it for me to make a difference? Was it for me to, what is my why? Is it for me to be connect with the best possible version of myself? Then it becomes simple. If that is my why, then I ask myself, I'm pouring into this cup. Does this serve the best possible aspect of myself? And I'm pouring into that cup. Does that? The answer to one's going to be yes, and the answer to the other's going to be no, and it makes your decision simple. Well, regardless of you going within yourself and deciding that you're just going to take a break from everything to try and gather your thoughts, and maybe to put a pause on everything because you don't know what or where or how things are going to move because you were feeling dissatisfied, feel like all the efforts you've made in relationship have been wasted. Things unfolded. Things didn't pause. There was still movement. And some of those things moved in directions that you didn't want it to. But it made you look, made you pay attention. It made you reevaluate. You were given absolute clarity by this person, or the situation. So I'm seeing two different energies showing up here. For many of you, yes, there are two different. There's the old energy that you believed was stable and made you feel secure, and then there's the new energy that excites you and makes you feel that anything is possible, and you're not really sure which of the two energies you should cut out of your life. But you need to ask yourself, is that sense of stability and security, was it real? Was it just a sense of it, or was it real stability and security? And was it founded inside of me, within me, or externally in somebody else? Because if it was externally, then it was not real. Yeah. The good thing about all of these questions that you are asking yourself, and you have been asking yourself whilst you are lying awake at night, is, have I done the work to make sure that I am emotionally fulfilled? Have I done the work to make sure that I have within me the kind of stability and security that I need? within me the kind of love and support for me that I need? Are my decisions being made from a place of love? Are my decisions being made from a place of me recognizing why I am here, what I need? What have, what have I been trying to guard all this time? So much so that I've closed myself in. So much so that I've closed myself in. This message is clearly about the guidance here for you is, Leo, that it's time for you to understand that as much as you've created and as much as you've brought beautiful energy into the world, you've poured that into anything and everything outside of yourself, and it is time to do it within. And that is when your person who is already looking and searching and ready and waiting for you is going to come into your life. And you will know that, and you will recognize that you are reaching for your ideal partner in the relationship with yourself. That is the only way that you can do it. That person is not in your life at the moment. You've not even met them yet. The people that your spirit guides know, who of you need to see this message. Yeah, and that is what they want me to tell you. You've not met your person yet. And if you have, and you absolutely know that you've met your person, then why are you watching this video? It's not for you. You've not met your person yet. You are definitely puzzled by all the changes. The change is more so within yourself. It's like things have shifted inside of you, and they knocked you, and you're trying to figure out, okay, who is this that I'm feeling, that I'm looking at in the mirror? You feel like you don't have anything to build upon. And that's only because inside of you, you've poured everything outside of you, you've built outside of you. You have not put the building blocks in place internally. You need to do that. You need to be willing to invest in you. Do your spiritual work. Get involved in those spiritual processes and programs, whatever you have access to. Get a spiritual coach. Get that private reading to get an in-depth look at what it is you need to do for you. And Spirit is saying, no partner outside of you is going to be able to replace the one within. That relationship with self. For those of you who are in relationships or have been with someone that's in a relationship, met someone that's in a relationship recently, however this fits, I could be speaking to you or I could be speaking to your person. Spirit knows who needs to watch this, and you know your story. I don't. The person who is in the relationship saying, being honest was easier. And the impact that you made in their lives, or the impact they've made in yours, if you are the person that is in this long-term relationship just because of the sense of security, has helped you to heal or helped them to heal. And there is a question, because this is something that has been so dynamic And for some of you, this is a twin flame connection. So this is it. I'm not only speaking to one group of people. So there are those of you who are in marriages that there's no emotional fulfillment. You've met somebody, and that is what's made you suddenly relook at everything. Where you would normally go for things, move into things, you are taking a step back. You took a step back. And you did that because you don't know who this person is to you in this connection. Who are they? What they've had this major impact. They make you feel a certain way. They suddenly make you want to fall in love with yourself. And you never thought about that before. And if you are the person who met someone that is in a relationship, a long-term marriage in which they're not happy with, then that is what you've done for them. And then there are those people who are single and who have found themselves realizing that they keep finding themselves in the same dynamic. How did they get themselves there? And why did they stay for so long? You can still give thanks to that person because they are the teacher that's helped you realize that the relationship within yourself is the one that you need to work on. And the question that you need to answer is, other people have triggered you. Why? Why is that trigger there? What is the trigger and why is it there? They've come as a teacher and you need to connect with the lesson. It's as simple as that. That is your message. It is as simple as that. You are moving. You are moving in that forward direction. No one and nothing is going to stop you. When you get to the next moment, to the next hour, to the next day, and you are present with where you find yourself, are you going to show up with the energy that you'd like to show up with? Because becoming reserved in your energy doesn't mean that you stop moving. Allow yourself to do the work in that space so that whatever direction you are moving in, as time pushes you forward, so that wherever you find yourself, you show up in the best possible way. This is about taking this time to develop the relationship with yourself. With whatever you establish internally will show up outside of you in the external relationships and situations that you find yourself in. Leo, that was your message. That is your message for the month of April. Please comment below if this message resonated with you, if it made sense to you. Let me know how. Let me know. Share whatever it is you'd like to share. And please remember to like and subscribe. I hope and I believe that this message has given you insight into your situation and serves you towards your highest good. I will see you next time. Take care.